Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. American communities, large and small, are bound together by more than 3 million miles of roads and highways. It is the responsibility of the Highway Patrol to safeguard the rights of citizens to free, safe, and unrestricted use of these millions of miles of thoroughfare. To most Americans, the highways lead to jobs, to vacation spots, or to families and homes. To a very few, like Stan Warren, a highway is not a means of approach. It is an avenue of escape.
Sorry I didn't hear you drive up. I had my radio on. Fill her up for you?
You guessed it. Say, could you tell me the best way to get to Huntington?
Huntington? Now, your best bet is stay on this dirt road till you get to 19 and turn north. You'll see the road markers.
Well, I'd appreciate a road map if you have one.
Now, we only got some wildflower maps.
Wildflower maps?
Well, I guess you're a tourist. Yeah, they show places on the deserts you can see wildflowers, but they don't show Huntington. Won't do you much good.
Oh. Well, let me have one anyway. After I pick the wife up at Huntington, we might drive back over the desert next week on our way home.
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's something to see, so they tell me. Personally, I wouldn't know a wildflower if it bit me.
You and me both. But the wife will get a big kick out of the trip.
It's $3 each. Out of 5. And there's your map. Hope you and your wife enjoy the trip.
I'm sure we will. Thank you very much.
The Highway Patrol has released the following description of Stan Warren, wanted for questioning in the murder of Virginia Dorn. Warren is 5 feet 11 and weighs about 160 pounds. He's described as being habitually well-dressed and well-groomed. He's probably armed and dangerous. The suspect may be driving a two-tone convertible, license number 2S68040. If you have reason to believe you've seen this man, contact your local police, sheriff's office, or highway patrol. On the national scene, the department...
Operator. Operator, give me the highway patrol.
The gas station attendant advises that the suspect headed east toward Highway 19.
10-4. Put out an emergency APB. Alert all units at Huntington, Red Rock, and Bitter Creek.
10-4.
You know, that description fits Warren in the car cinches it.
Yeah, but according to the report, the lieutenant said that the man wasn't in any hurry. What's all this chit-chat about wildflower maps and his wife in Huntington? Warren isn't married.
Oh, no, he hasn't had time. But he's gonna lie. He's smooth and sharp. He's got to be a con man.
Con man turned murderer.
All right, he won't move too fast. That'll create suspicion. Now, look, if he says he's going to Huntington, that's the last place he's gonna go.
With radio stations cooperating with the Highway Patrol, the fugitive inevitably learned that his description and that of his car was being broadcast throughout the state. He knew that his escape, even from this relatively unpatrolled area, depended upon a quick and unexpected change in tactics. In this part of the state, the advantage lay with the fugitive killer. He alone knew which of the many routes toward freedom he would take. And the Highway Patrol could not hope to block all possible avenues of escape.
I've lived around here in Empire Valley all my life. I never heard of fish on the desert before.
All this area used to be an inland sea, hundreds of millions of years ago.
Yeah, we're looking for fossils.
Fossils? Oh, you mean them big monsters, like in the movies, huh?
Well, you're probably thinking of dinosaurs. The fish fossils that we're looking for came much earlier, during the Devonian period.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Number 2 and 4 is all we got. Your special's all gone.
Well, I'll take number 4. You fellas scientists?
Not exactly. We teach at a university.
You do? Guess you're on an expedition, huh?
Oh, I'd hardly call it that. Some people go deer hunting on weekends. My friend and I decided to come out here to the desert and dig for fossils.
It's sort of a postman's holiday.
Well, how do you know where to dig?
Mostly guesswork. But we heard of a place a few miles off the highway that sounds promising. What do you do for a living, Mr.
Martin. Sam Martin. I'm just a short order cook. On my way to a job in Morrisburg. Not due till Wednesday.
Oh, well, this is Professor Lamont. My name's Gordon Ryan.
Mr. Ryan is an instructor at the same university I'm with. He'll be a professor next year.
Hey, that's swell. You, said you're going out in the desert for a weekend. I was just thinking, I could cook for you. Help lug your gear and maybe drive for you?
Well, I admit that neither Ryan or I look forward to my cooking, Mr. Martin. But it doesn't sound like very much fun for you.
Sure will be. Gosh, I've never seen real scientists before.
All right, Mr. Martin. Go ahead and finish your lunch. And you can join our expedition.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
2360 advises that a motorist reported a man and vehicle fitting the broadcast description heading east through Empire Valley.
What was the time of the sighting?
Approximately 1330.
It's about 40 minutes ago.
2360 advised that the witness flagged down the first patrol car he saw.
10-4. You know, Empire Valley's a good bet for Warren. With that 40-minute start, he can get out of the state a dozen ways. He's smart enough to make a switch, too. 2150 to headquarters.
Headquarters, go ahead.
I'm turning off on 17, heading for Empire Valley.
As thinly scattered patrol units covered the highways, Stan Warren plowed through the desert wasteland, seeking a new route of escape.
Say, Professor, you know anything about these roads the other side of the fossil beds? Where do they lead?
Some of them lead into the mountains, and several connect with main highways.
Across the state line?
Yes, that's why Ryan and I came this way. So we wouldn't be confused by that network of roads.
It's been pretty rough going the past couple of miles. Wouldn't hurt for us to take a little break.
Hey, that's a good idea.
I'm ready, gentlemen. Now get this. This is loaded, and I'm not kidding. Do what you're told, and nobody will get hurt.
Martin,
Here. Tie up your friend. Ryan, lie down on the ground. Go on.
Are you out of your mind?
I said lie down. All right, Lamont, tie him up. Turn over with your hands behind your back. Go on, Lamont, tie him up. If you don't tie him, I shoot him. Now take your choice.
The intensified search in the Empire Valley region brought one result: the discovery of Stan Warren's car.
Well, how about this? He changed clothes and probably cars. Either that or he's still looking for one. Probably still in the area. Let's go.
2150 to headquarters.
Headquarters, go ahead, 2150.
Suspect's car is on the outskirts of 3 wells, apparently abandoned. Put out an APB to Empire Valley units to examine occupants of all cars heading east out of the valley.
Very good, Professor. You get a PhD in knot tying. Now get in, you're driving.
Martin, or whoever you are, you can't leave him here.
I can't take both of you. And with you with me, Lamont, the cops won't shoot.
This is murder to leave him here, just as much as if you shot him.
He'll be able to work his way out of those ropes in a couple of hours. Now let's get going. Come on, let's get this thing moving.
Stan Warren, with Professor Lamont as hostage, headed across the desert, leaving behind him a man bound and helpless. Following the discovery of the abandoned car, a methodical check was made in the small town of 3 Wells as the search continued for the murder suspect.
Ever seen this man before?
No, never saw him before in my life.
Take a good look, will you? Think who's been in here today. He might have been pretty well dressed up. I'd say he's about 5 feet 9, 165 pounds.
Wait a minute, that face is familiar now. About so tall?
Yeah, that's right. Then you have seen him.
Yeah. His face and hands are dirty. He looked like he'd been working on a car or something.
What was he wearing?
Work clothes, brown sorta, and a jacket.
How long ago did he leave?
About an hour ago, with 2 fellas.
What 2 fellas?
A couple of college guys.
Were they students?
Gosh, no. Professors. He drove off with them.
Did they say where they were going?
Out the desert's all I know. You know, it seemed awful strange to me.
Why do you say that?
You were going out to look for fish bones. Fish bones in the desert? That's the man, all right. I'm sure now.
Thanks. Thanks very much. You know, if he heads out across the desert with the units we got, we can't possibly cover him.
He'll make for the state line, sure. He's got a choice of a dozen roads. Block 1 on either side of the line, and he'll head for another. Those 2 men with him were stymied.
Yeah.
All right, Professor. Which way to the road?
About a quarter of a mile that way.
You sure?
Yes?
Now get this and get it straight. The sooner I get to where those roads branch off, the sooner you get turned loose. Then you can save your pal back there. If I wanted him to die, I would have shot him. Save me and you save Ryan. Got it, Professor?
He's traveling with 2 men. At the moment, we feel that he's wearing work clothes. Will you contact helicopter unit 141? Tell them we're at Three Wells. Have them pick us up on the west side of town.
Moving down there except a coyote.
Not the one we're after. Helicopter 141 to headquarters.
Headquarters to helicopter. Go ahead.
Request information on units patrolling state line checkpoints.
Reports negative.
I'm 2 miles north of Highway 40. I'll continue search.
10-4.
Which way now?
Straight ahead.
Turn back and make another pass over this area. I thought I saw something that looked like car tracks.
See those tracks yet?
No. I see something else that's white that's moving. That's a man signaling. Set it down.
Ryan quickly told what he had overheard of Stan Warren's plan of escape and of his probable course across the desert.
You sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. But that guy's got Steve. You got to do something.
Well, there's 3 in the copter already. There's not room for anybody else. Suppose you walk to the highway. I'll have a patrol car pick you up. Can you make it?
That's fine. Don't worry about me. Just help Lamont.
Okay, thanks. Warren can't be very far away now. That's the first road he'd hit coming out of the desert.
Yeah, but which way would he go?
East. That's the only way to get him out of the state. That's his best bet. Follow the road east.
Looks like them up the road there.
Yeah. That's Warren and Lamont, all right. Fits Ryan's description exactly. Circle out away from the road, but keep him in sight. If we get too close, Warren will know we're after him.
How are we gonna stop him? He's got Lamont.
An obstruction that doesn't look like we set it up. That's what we need. That truck, when it's around the curve, it'll be out of Warren's view. Circle low around that hill. Keep out of Warren's sight. We'll stop the truck and use it as a roadblock. Do him like and hide in it. And you take off fast. Get the copter up and away from the road.
Oh, I get it. The stalled truck will get Warren out.
When he's clear of Lamont, we'll nab him.
Sounds okay to me.
We could hover over and maybe you could drop into it. You feel acrobatic?
Sure.
Okay, you're elected. Good luck. your truck from the rear. You all set?
All set.
All right, you know what to do. As soon as Warren's in the clear, we'll come back and cover you.
You better get out. I'm after a killer. Start walking down the highway and don't look back. It isn't going to be healthy around here in a couple of minutes.
What's going on? You stay here while I see what the trouble is. If you yell out or make one false move, you get this. So does anybody else who happens to be around.
All right, Warren, put your hands on your head. Lamont, get out, run!
Swing this thing around. Warren's after Lamont again. If he gets him, we're right back where we started. Pour it on. Come on, get up. Put your hands on top of your head and keep them there.
That officer in the truck, I think he's...
Yeah, thanks, Professor. We found Mr. Ryan. He's okay. Slide in. We'll go down to the truck. You had a rough one this time, didn't you?
Just a nick.
Tell you what I'll do with you. Keep you up the stunt detail for a while, huh? Both of you, take off for Holbrook Hospital.
Sure.
I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol. Thanks so much for your cooperation. You've been very kind.
Glad to have helped.
See the Highway Patrol in action again next week.
Until then, remember, leave blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Bradley Crawford saying see you next week.